Marine resources and our way of life are linked, intricately linked, and as such, to be able to protect that, we need to have mechanisms to secure the integrity of our marine resources. And the best way to do that is through marine protected areas. Areas that can be set aside from heavy fishing pressure.
Visitors will come along and will say, that's a national park, you shouldn't be doing that there. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, if you wouldn't mind, go spearing somewhere else.
I've been coming here since the winter of 82, 83. And I think that came through probably in about 87 or 88.
I don't know how long it's been a reserve. Probably 10 or 15 years.
Coming to Abaco since probably around 1994, and the only national marine park in the Bahamas is what I was told.
But the whole thing was a hoax.
Huh, really?
I'd be shocked.
I would be surprised at that, but it'd be kind of fun.
For a number of years, the community, as well as the Bahamas, thought that Fowl Cay was already a marine reserve. And that was largely due to the fact that in the late 1970s, a group of concerned citizens in Abaco thought that the area was very valuable to the boating community and to the biodiversity of Abaco. So they had put measures in place to have Fowl Cays declared as a reserve. So in preparation and with great anticipation, they wrote up their proposals, they submitted it, and then they got in contact with the individuals who make the charts to say, okay, this is the area that's going to be declared a marine reserve.
I talked to Harry Klein, who was writing the Yachtsman's Guide to the Bahamas, and I said, why don't we just call it a national park and nobody will know that it's not? Well, Steve Gotch followed what Harry Klein had put in.
The proposal was reviewed and submitted. However, the process didn't go through. So over the last 30 years, everybody thought that Fowl Cays was a reserve, and not realizing that no, it wasn't.
They made everybody think that it was already protected. It was reflected in all of the charts.
People in Man o' War didn't believe it. They knew it wasn't true. I said, well, get with the spirit of the idea. It will be a park, so don't shoot everything out of it before it becomes a park.
Everybody knew it really wasn't a protected park, although, some people were trying to claim that.
I'm not in favor of anybody coming in and doing that. You can't go there. And I can't. I'm the 7th generation born here, lived here, and I think I have a right to go in there.
So once again, rising out of Abaco is a group of concerned citizens known as Friends of the Environment, and recognizing the importance of the area, not only to the biodiversity, but to the culture of Abaco. They came to the trust and said, okay, we really want to take this process forward.
For us, it was an easy process to identify that it was important because historically, culturally, socially, it was determined to be important. Friends made sure that there was a lot of local buy-in, all of the community meetings, and even after Friends did all of their work, there were still some questions that needed to be answered, and again, Friends went back out.
And it took some time, but then we were able to put together a proposal and submit it to the government. And last year in October, the Prime Minister declared that it's now become an official marine reserve.
So we did that for 33 years, and all of a sudden they made it into a national park.
Well, they perpetuated the myth that it was a park, and it had the net effect of what they were looking to get.
I'm glad they did that. We love to dive there.
Somebody had a pretty good scam going, and it's probably a real good scam to have, because everybody I knew, I guess I had no reason to think that it was anything other than a preserve.
We spoke to people, especially in Man o' War, that had some concerns. There really some misunderstandings about what the protected area was supposed to do.
To do that, like there's other places where you can't put your foot. I don't like that idea.
It's not so much that you cannot, use the place from a recreational standpoint. We're trying to make sure that the resources there, the marine resources there, have a chance to multiply, to thrive and flourish.
Conservation today recognizes that the only way that we can truly be successful is to have all of the communities involved in the process. So we had to reinforce that they will not be locked out of the park. It is their park, and the reason why we're protecting it is so that they can continue to enjoy the recreational and biodiversity benefits of having Fowl Cay as a marine reserve.
And so we will be coming back to the community to have town meetings to talk about how it should be managed.
And that's how protected areas get supported, if there's buy-in from the local community.
Head of the Jib Room in Fort Lauderdale from the Bahamas.